Hi guys. So I am here today to talk to you about Art Spark Goes to School. Um, so this is the sort of third year that EPB has sponsored this project called Art Spark. There is an Art Spark for professional artists in the community, but this is Art Spark Goes to School. So this is the high school version of this project. This year, the theme is Creativity Sparks. So they want you guys to create a design that shows the power of working together to make our community stronger. So first of all, I just wanted to talk to you guys about these things. They are all around our community. I'm sure that after we talk about them today, you're going to notice them even more if you haven't noticed them already. But let's just start with who can tell me what these things are or what they might be used for. So yes, they are utility boxes. They are used for routing power. Sometimes they are control boxes for things like traffic signals. Sometimes they are for routing electricity to buildings. What do you guys notice about these boxes when you look at them? Would you say that they are very aesthetically pleasing? I notice on one hand they're plain, and on the other hand they tend to get just really gross looking. They're targets for graffiti quite often, and when they're not being vandalized, they just tend to look dirty and grungy, and just like big old clunky, unattractive metal boxes. So as visual people, which is what we are all concerned with the world of aesthetics in art class. What do you think we can do about these unsightly boxes? So take some time now to discuss with the folks at your table. What do you think we could do to make these boxes better? So just to give you an idea, a little bit of where our energy comes from locally, TVA has a number of ways that they collect energy or and store it. So here's some of the things that we have just in our region. So there are 7 fossil plants with 29 active units regionally. We've got 3 nuclear plants regionally with 7 active units. We have 29 hydro plants. So this is water energy. You guys are probably familiar, at least with the dam, and see that there's some energy collected there. We've also got 1 pump storage facility for hydroelectric. We have 9 natural gas combustion turbine plants. We also have 7 natural gas combined gas cycle plants, 1 diesel generator site. We also have 15 energy sites that service our area and 1 wind energy site. I can say also with solar, there's a big push like with EPB for solar at home, encouraging people to install and kind of giving them incentives for installing solar panels at home. So we have the power boxes, right? So wanted to look at some ways that other communities have solved this problem. So what you're looking at here, these are painted power boxes. So they're hand painted by artists. You know, these are both, can anybody guess where these boxes might be from? These are both boxes in Florida. So we've got like an alligator, we've got, you know, flamingos. So the artist, you know, chose some things that would be, you know, representative of their community in some way to install in these boxes. There's a couple others. You can see the boxes have been done in all sorts of different styles, from really representational to more illustrative. These are some of the people that made these works. Here again, these are the hand-painted ones. See, people of all ages worked on these projects in different cities. I really love these dinosaurs. I don't know why, they speak to me. They're very, I don't know, bright and vibrant and fun. I really appreciate the mixed media approach of the other artists who did like the stenciling that you see on the other piece as well. So these are just a couple of examples of student works from ArtSpark. So the one on the upper right is Sarah Bargerstock. She is a Hickson High grad. That's her entry there. The one below at the bottom is a long stretched out version of a box that is down by the river. If you guys ever go out to Riverbend, it's like right kind of in the area where you park your car, kind of across from the ferry. So that wraps around a big box downtown. You can see it's a city map covered in light bulbs. The theme for the year that this came from was the theme was called the beauty of electricity. So they had their map with the light bulbs on it, and Sarah chose to represent the bride of Frankenstein, you know, who is brought to life by electricity as her theme for the her I guess interpretation of the theme, the beauty of electricity. Let's see. So yeah, these are some student examples of winning projects from before. You can also check out ArtSpark Chattanooga. This is the version of the project that's for professional artists in the community. So they have, let's see, many boxes that they've installed. Let's see there we go. Yeah, so if you click here, you can see some of the people that won for this past year. The different thing about these boxes, I'll tell you as we're looking at them, a really cool thing too that I want you guys to notice is that each of these boxes, I want you to really look at these. Each of these, the artist is given a statement, an artist statement. So this statement kind of talks about their concept and how it fits in with what EPB is trying to do with these boxes downtown. A lot of them really, you know, were selected for this project because their designs had something specific to say about the area that the work was being installed in. So had a relationship to the work, to the work and the spaces around it. So this is Aggie Toppin. She is a design teacher at UTC. So you're going to be in good company of lots of professional artists here in Tennessee, here in Chattanooga, and you know, slightly larger region. I think there's some folks that got in from the EPB service area in Georgia and things like that last year too. So and take some time and read through these artist statements. It's kind of cool, like when you get into a project like this too. One of the things that helps you as an artist is often like the company will connect back to your website and give people like an opportunity to see more of your work. So if I were to click here on Clay Hardwick's, artist information, I would probably get taken to his website. So, this particular artist made, April Cox made a power box that features a American fine lined skink. So this is let's see, going to be a creature that is kind of unique to our region. Let's see, read more about that there. So these are all from this year. Let's see, this is the artist named Seven. He does a lot of graffiti around town. So you might have seen his work other places, but it's a cool, showcase of different artists in Chattanooga. Yeah, lots of different art styles represented here, people doing radically different things. Take some time, look through the artist statements here. You can also, if you go back, you can see there are other options. You can look at the winners from year one. And again, you've got artist statements and then examples of the artwork. There's lots of cool artwork that was made. This one is mine. I made this one. So I can tell you about mine because I was the one that made it. Mine is installed right outside of the library, and it represents the gray bat, but it also kind of represents the gray bat within almost like a graffiti type style. I wanted to do something that looked, like offset kind of printmaking or like using a stencil. And use the bold colors of that you will frequently see in street art kind of art. So my message was twofold. I wanted to fit in with something you'd see in the street, but I also wanted to depict one of our regional animals that is sort of endangered, the gray bat, because Chattanooga has such a caving and outdoors culture. So, and I love this color combination. It's very electric. Anyway, you can see many of the other artists who entered here. This is Josiah Golson. He's a really cool guy. He's a local poet and author and artist. And actually, he's a lawyer too. He does a little bit of everything. So there's some of his work. Let's see. One of the cool things I can show you here too is that they have a scavenger hunt. You can go and check out like a scavenger hunt. It gives you, if you want to go look at all of the, if you want to go downtown, you want to do something fun outside, you can print off the scavenger hunt and do a scavenger hunt with your family and look at the different artworks, find the different artworks that are on all the power boxes downtown. So it's another just kind of fun way for people to engage with artwork. So that's one project where they've used these sorts of things, where they've used power boxes downtown. There's also this Capital Arts project that you can check out, capitalboxart.com. This is a whole nother section of people who have done projects for power boxes like this. And you can see like really the nature of the project allows you to do so many things. Like this artist, for instance, her artwork was made of cut paper. So her box design is made out of cut paper, and it was photographed and wrapped around a box. So essentially, whatever you guys make, we will be photographing with a high quality camera, and your artwork will be blown up large and like kind of be made into a big sticker that will stick around that metal box. So anyway, take some time, check out these as well. There's some really cool ideas about what you might do for the project here as well. So there we go. So what do you guys think? So we've looked at some of these boxes around how they exist around town, what the boxes do. How do you think that box art projects like these can positively impact the community? So here's the map. I wanted to show you guys this is the third year. This is the new map. You can see that the little starred locations here are where the student boxes are located. The theme again this year is Creativity Sparks. So you guys are creating a design that shows off the power of working together to make our community stronger. So you've got to come up with a way, your own way, to show how, working together makes our community a better place. Again, like the selected artworks, we're going to get to pick 5 from each school. Everybody who participates can, we'll have like a virtual. I'm not sure at this point if the show is going to be virtual or if it's going to be an actual physical show because of COVID. But in the past, we had an actual show, but they're talking about doing a virtual show for all participants. The top 5 participants from each teacher will go on and have their work juried. And out of those 5, someone will be chosen from each learning community to have work installed on one of these power boxes throughout the community. So one thing that I do want you guys to really consider before doing any sketches is that this is public art. This is not art that you're doing for yourself. This is art that a lot of people will see that is going to have a place in the community. So working as an artist has exciting opportunities and limitations. What kind of questions do you think you should ask yourself to help your design succeed as a piece of public art? So what to think about now? You're creating work for a specific box in Chattanooga. Though our pieces will not be as big as the actual boxes. Your artwork will need to be the same format as the box. So that's going to mean careful measurement and planning. You're going to have to think about the shape of the box as you start sketching your ideas. You want to keep that format in mind. You don't want, for instance, to leave out the top of your box or to have an important part of your box that's going to have a grate in the middle of it, or that it's going to like be right on the bend of a box. Keep your location in mind too. You guys get to choose the box that you would like to make from the location that you would like to make. Is there a way to take that location and make it relevant to your design? Keep the theme in mind. It's up to you to interpret the theme in a way that's visually interesting. Your medium for this project, as we said, we're in the end, it's just going to be a picture that we take that they're going to turn into a big sticker. So the medium for this project could technically be anything. If you have any thoughts about something specific for materials, please talk to me. If you'd love to make a million roses out of crepe paper or something, please talk to me. I will gladly work with you to the best of my ability to help fulfill your vision. My default thinking is that most people will be working in paint or drawing materials on nice thick paper. If you have a Chromebook with the stylus. You could also consider working digitally. I'm glad to work with you toward achieving your specific goal for the project. At any rate, just talk to me if you've got something more out of the box that you'd like to work with. So some of the things that you will be graded on for this project, just so that you get an idea. Weekly project progress. This is going to be like a month-long project. So I want to see that you're keeping up with our daily work schedule. And like once a week, I'll go in and put in a progress grade for you. So that means just, you're keeping up with what we're doing. If we're doing sketches that week, by the end of the week, you've got your sketches done, for instance. Speaking of sketches, we're going to have a planning sketch critique where you guys are discussing your sketches with me and with small groups. This is probably going to be done through Canvas as a discussion. That'll be a 100-point class grade again. Your finished work, so your final draft will be a 100-point test grade. And then your artist statement, you are going to write an artist statement just like we saw the other artists writing artist statement for EPB. You are going to be doing that too. We also have a rubric here to take a look at. So completion, that's going to be 25% of your grade. We're shooting for making these artworks big. So I want you to think about how you can make them 1/3 scale of the actual boxes that they'll be installed on. If you pick a really, really, really big box, we might have to adjust that down just a little bit. But for most people, 1/3 scale should work. So that is going to be done by the start of class on the day of the final critique, which we'll talk about when that's going to be. The craft for your project that will show your work is you've used great skill to create your work and you've taken care of making it. If you did not understand a medium or how to use it, you practiced and researched until you did. So if you've not used much watercolor at this point, you're going to have to dig in and really work with watercolor until you get the effect that you're wanting out of it. Of course, you're free to choose your material. I would like you to think about what's going to make your project look the best. Okay. Creativity. You tried out many rough draft ideas to explore the theme and arrived at a unique solution that can articulate your approach to the theme. Remember, guys, you're going to be writing an artist statement, so it's going to be important for you guys to be able to talk about how you were interpreting that theme. While you're doing sketches, I don't think it's a bad idea at all to write down a couple notes about what you have in mind. Comprehension is 25%. It's that you've been thoughtful about your work's place downtown and its role as public art and are able to say how this influenced your design. This is a rubric for your artist statement. 25% is completion. It will come from your artist statement being complete, typed in plain 12-point font. The length should be about half a page, double-spaced. Craft is another 25%. You will be submitting this work professionally for a competition, so it should be free of spelling and grammatical errors. Please proofread. We will also have the opportunity for peer review. All right, use spell check 100%. This is not a text message, okay? It's got to be spell checked. It's got to be free of grammatical errors. So, you guys really do need to do your spell check. We will peer review. It's very important to have that artist statement looking nice. Creativity. Your artist statement should tell how you interpreted the theme creatively. Okay, so how did you interpret that theme? Comprehension. Your artist statement should include pertinent information on your process, including any techniques that you used that you think the viewer should know about. So, here too is a tentative project schedule just to give you an idea of what we're looking at and sort of how our time will be spent on this project. You can see, at first glance that this project is going to take a month to complete. So we're going to be working on this for a while. It's going to be really important that you keep on top of our weekly schedule. I will definitely be setting goals, and the expectation is that you will be meeting those weekly goals so that you can kind of progress to the next phase of the project after each week. All right. Well, guys, I am so excited to see what you come up with for this project. Today, we're going to think about starting some sketches, and I can't wait to see what you are thinking about and what you come up with for this project.